Yo, what's good, yo? Yeah. Good morning. Yeah, I need to head up to LA today, and do like a redirect for my mail from my old place. Yeah, so I gotta do that. Yeah, seems like the plan. And then hopefully I can make it back here in time for Walid's Q&A session. Yeah, that's the plan right now. It should take me about like 30 minutes to get up to where I used to live, and then 30 minutes back here. So it gives me 1 hour to do all that other stuff, which I think is possible. Alright, y'all. Okay. Yeah, and then basically just work for the rest of the day. So that seems to be the plan. I didn't work out last night, which sucks. Man, this is always the tough part for me. It's always the second month that where I start breaking. No, it's not even the second month. I start breaking when I see progress, when I start to see progress, which is the worst possible time to start breaking, you know? But yeah, I need to keep the 6 days a week alive. I can't be squishing them into one day, I feel, because I don't think that's going to be as productive. But yeah, I need to keep the 6 days a week alive. So since I didn't work out yesterday, again, it was the freaking push-up day. It's not a terrible day for me. But I'll be pushing my chest day it's transitioned to chest and tricep. So my chest and tricep day I'll transition that to Tuesday, so tomorrow. So today I'll do the workout for today. But man, taking it too easy, man. I'm taking it too easy. Yeah, I gotta keep working hard if I want to see these results by the end of the second and the third month. So yeah. All right, let's not break, yo. Okay. Yeah. And I need to sleep earlier too. I really need to sleep earlier. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and start my day. Peace. Yo, what's good, y'all? Yeah. Sorry, just getting my notes together. Yo, this last tea with Walid, afternoon tea with industry with Walid Chaya. Yo, so insightful. Yeah, this time it was with Chadwick Struck. And yo, he was so real and he gave so much good insight. I mean, everybody from these afternoon teas and all these YouTube lives and IG lives, they've been so real. But I don't know, there's just something about Chadwick's personality that really caught my attention. I don't know. But he shared so much information into the breakdown of casting, like what goes on in the decision of casting actors for roles. And he also shared his progression from when he first started in the industry 20 plus years ago to his mindset now. And it's freaking it's really amazing. Yeah, I just here I have notes on notes on notes on notes, geez, that 45 minutes 45 minutes to 1 hour of interview was just so insightful. I learned so much. And it also he said a lot of things about really that really helped with increasing my confidence in terms of submitting to roles. Because I mean, I'm an Asian American who has a sort of Latino look or a sort of ethnically ambiguous-ish look. And honestly, it's been kind of it's been hard to find roles geared towards people who look like me. And I always I do submit for roles not meant for people who look like me occasionally, because that's just like what's gonna happen. But I always feel kind of like doubtful or rude about doing that. And he kind of gave me the confidence to like be like, if you really are confident in your acting ability and you really have good acting talent and skills and instinct, don't be afraid to submit to these projects, even if you don't fit the physical description, because it's a fluid movement, working in the entertainment industry. And yes, they have an image for something, right? But if they see that you can portray that image, even if you don't look what they specifically thought, they might be willing to take a chance on you. Because he's talked about how he's done it in the past before in his casting projects. And like, that was so nice to hear. Because like I had a talk with my mom some odd months ago, right? And we were talking about opportunities for Asians in acting, right? And I love my mom, and I know that she was trying to be real with me. But you know, she was talking about how there's no opportunities for Asians and Asian Americans. And I would say that that's true in the past, you know, especially in the recent past, you know, like within the last 10 years, I would definitely say so. Like only up until like maybe like 5-ish years ago is when I started seeing more of a rise of people in the Asian culture, like starting to get more notice and more noticeable roles. And it's been really nice to see. But not only for Asians, just like diversity in general. It's been nice to see the increase in diversity. But my mom was telling me that, and it really like, I mean, I obviously told her what I think and my opinions of it. But it really did shoot down my confidence in the fact that my mom didn't really believe that I'd be able to get any sort of sustainable role. And it hurt. It didn't hurt me enough to stop, because I really loved this so much, but it hurt, you know, it hurt a lot. But it's something that you need to know and hear going through this, because you need to know that it's not going to be an easy path for you, especially if you look a certain way. But hearing Chadwick like talk about how he's open to different sorts of looks, as long as the acting talent is there, like that is, you know, people discredit that all the time when others say that. You know, I know a lot of people who have like been like, no, it's only because of the look, right? It's only because of the look. But it's not because of the look. Like, honestly, like seeing these talents, like even if they're like, you know, amazingly attractive or whatever, or like, you know, whatever it is, they're still an amazing actor, like on top of that. You know, it's not that they're not bad actors. And discrediting a person's acting ability because of the way that they look it's just so disrespectful, you know? And so hearing somebody say that hearing a casting director and a professional in the industry talk about how there's an openness to diversity and there's an openness to changing the look of a character if you can properly portray like the emotional, the mental, you know, and just like portray all those different aspects of a character besides the physical, there is an opportunity for it to change for you, you know? So the biggest takeaway I've gotten from this is work on your craft, work on your acting. Like that was the biggest takeaway I got from this. I mean, there's so many other takeaways too in terms of marketing and all this stuff like that, obviously. I mean, that's why I've been trying to work on my look a lot, because I want to be someone who's marketable. But like the biggest marketing strategy that you have for yourself is to be a good actor, you know? And being a good actor, you can't blame anybody else, you know? If you're not good, you can't blame anybody else for not taking you in for an audition or a role. You know, it's just because you're not working hard enough, you know? And you don't have to be naturally good at acting. I was not naturally good at like acting. I still am a work in progress for sure. But I've gotten so much better at it because I put in the work and I've dedicated my time to really taking this craft seriously. I remember back in middle school, was the first time I had an acting-ish experience, right, in public. And it was in my English. It was in my English class in middle school, and we were reading from the script of, I think it was like Aerrol or something like that. It was like an old movie. I'll put a link in the description below because I can't really remember the title of it, but I think it was called Aerrol. It's like a dragon movie. But we were reading the script of it, and then my teacher put me as the main role, right? And I was a very quiet kid. I was like, I don't know what the heck to do. And there's a scene, I think, when somebody dies, right? And then the other person who is playing the female lead was really into it, you know? And she was like all up in the lines and stuff. And I think this is one of the reasons why I like wanted to start acting. So she was really into lines, and I was not in it at all. I was like, I don't know I'm so embarrassed, you know? I was really, really quiet growing up. And there was a line that came to me, right? I was just reading it how like you would read a book, very monotone. And there's a line where this person gets like some sort of death or very fatal thing happens to this person. And I'm supposed to scream no, right? Supposed to be like, no, whatever, something like that, right? And I remember when her line came of like her dying, my no line went like this. No. So stupid. And literally the person who was like playing the female lead, she like looked back at me and she was like, seriously? I just died and that's how you're gonna react to me dying? And I was just like, yeah, I guess. I was so taken aback by her like talking back to me, you know? Like, you know, just like saying that about like the way I said something. And I was like, damn, people take this seriously, you know? People can get really involved in this. And then after that, I like started reading more. Like whenever I would read something aloud, I tried to give it more character and like be more involved in it. Yeah. And that one interaction changed my life in terms of like how I read out loud, you know? So yeah, that was something that always stuck in my head. And like, because it's so stuck in my head, I know that that's where I never want to be again. I never want to be in a place where someone just like looks at me and just like, why the fuck did you just say that? You know? And, or why did you just say something like that? You know? And yeah, so, going back to what Chadwick was saying, like it's like it's about your presentation, it's about your ability to act. If you can do it well, there's an opportunity for you. You know, you just need to keep working hard. And I'm just going to keep working hard, you know, and it was really nice hearing that from him. So yeah, there's a lot of other takeaways I got from this, but I'm not going to run through all my notes because it could take like hours breaking down all the details. But I just want to say thank you so much, Chadwick, for doing this, and I want to say thank you so much, Walid, as well, for hosting these industry interviews like every few days. You know, it's been so insightful, and I know I haven't been able to catch all of them, but the ones I have caught are so great. It's really great. Thank you so much, Walid. Thank you so much, Chadwick. And I'll put links to both of their information in the description below, so you can check them out. All right, y'all. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and drive up to LA. I need to go to the post office where I used to live and kind of do some changes there. Yeah, and then I'll just head back home. I have our new D&D campaign is going to start tonight. That was decided last minute today, so that's going to happen at 7 p.m. tonight, so I have to be back here by 7, or before 7, so I can attend that. So, cool. Alright, y'all. Talk to you later. Peace. What up, y'all? Look what I got. I got my masks! Got my masks. Ooh. I got my masks. Uber sent us all masks, which was nice. And then, yeah, so that's really useful. I'm really happy about that. Cool. We're about to have our D&D session. So, yeah, got this new character. Workshopped it a little bit. We'll see what happens. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm gonna eat some dinner real quick. Bought some halal, guys. Ugh. Yeah, we're getting fat. All right, peace. Yo, what's Gucci? Just finished up with the first session for the new campaign, and yeah, very interesting. This one has been a lot less combat orientated. Usually we run to at least one combat encounter every session, but this time around, with this new DM and this new campaign, it was all role playing, which I really enjoyed. I love the role playing aspect of it. I still role play in the other group as well, but yeah, I'm very excited. I tried out a little bit of a new accent for this character, but yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. We're meeting again on Wednesday evening, so yeah, they're a lot shorter, these sessions. These sessions are like 1 hour, 2 hour tops. So yeah, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, so cool. I'm excited. I think the group thinks that I'm a different class than what I am, so I find that kind of funny. Yeah, because I am not the class that they think I am. So and it's funny because like the background that I got from my character makes it seem like I'm a different class for sure. So this is gonna be fun to play around with. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video, and yeah, and then after I edit the video, do my workout for tonight, and cool. Yeah, because I already ate dinner, so hopefully we can try and sleep early tonight because I want to get started early tomorrow. What else? Oh yeah, so today I filled out a form for forwarding address because a lot of my mail was still going to my last address. So I need that forwarded to where I live now because there's some information there for things that I need. And then what else did I do? And then I stopped by my old place to see if they had any of my mail, but they were really nice. And they did the proper thing and the responsible thing by doing a return to sender. So instead of like either opening my mail or throwing it out. So I really appreciate that they did that, because then my private information hasn't been, dug through. So I really appreciate them doing that. Other than that, that's it. And then I drove my friend to try and get her art supplies and stuff. So yeah. Yeah. Whew, cool. I'm super full right now. Yeah. All right. So that's it. Cool. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Peace. Yo. I'm working on my sides for tomorrow's audition class, and it's weird. I've been having trouble like kind of relating to this scene because first the dialogue's very limited, and it's hard for me to imagine the relationships of the situation as well as why this person cares about what's happening. It's weird because like in improv we're always like, we're not talking about a situation that's not happening in the present. In improv we're always talking about a situation that's currently happening. We're acting out a situation that's currently happening. What is the problem that's currently happening? And in this scene and situation, it's two characters talking about a situation that neither of them were involved with, and it's hard for me to find like the major conflict and why this is important. There's no other context really outside of these lines because these sides are mock sides and they're not related to any sort of movie or film. So it's weird because like I feel like it's limiting, but then I just talked over with one of my friends, one of my actor friends, and she was telling me about how like even though the dialogue is very limited, it kind of gives a lot of creation to world building and scene building, since there's no other limitations. You can kind of imagine how everything's happening, why you feel the way that you feel, and yeah, I didn't really think about it that way. I've been trying And then also like creating like lengths, you know, like different types of aspects of relationships, you know, not just the basic like how you feel about somebody, but like all other factors like the length of your relationship with somebody. Do you have a relationship outside of work? What are the relationships between other characters? You know, usually I just have like a very basic approach of like how this person feels about another person. And kind of like with a longer script, it kind of gives details as to the length and the history of their relationship, you know, but this is like completely a situation where it's like I have control over all of that. So that's it's different. But my friend gave me a lot of good questions to go off of into how to approach this character, so and this scene. So she was like super helpful, and I really appreciate that. One of the things that she did say triggered something in me to kind of use D&D alignment guidelines to kind of create justifications for each character, and doing that kind of helps me to is helping me to realize what why my character feels a certain way towards the situation. And for those of you that don't know, the D&D alignment chart, I'll put it here, right here, bam. But it's basically like you have lawful good, lawful neutral, lawful evil. Then you have neutral good. Yeah, you have neutral good, neutral neutral, neutral evil, and then you have chaotic good, chaotic neutral, and chaotic evil. So those are like the 9 different types of alignments that you can have for your moral code, basically. And they kind of determine what your character would react in certain role-playing situations. And bringing that into my acting is actually really dope, because it's given me a lot better insight as to how I would approach certain characters. You know, how I'd approach certain characters given that we already have a relationship between us. So yeah, so that's been super helpful. I'm still workshopping more relationship details and more background building details, but it's been a very challenging experience for me, because I feel like I usually draw from personal experience. And I think I talked about this the other day when I was talking about helping my friend with her audition piece. And I really have trouble when it comes to not having any sort of personal relationship to a situation. And looking at this situation for its bare bones, you know, I was really having trouble because it's never a situation I've been in, nor have I wanted to be in all my instances in the past. It's something that like maybe I've thought about for a fleeting moment, but not really anything of value, you know, just like possibly thinking what would it feel like to be in this situation, you know, but not really bringing that to life in my head. So it's been trouble for me to create that connection. But then my friend made a good point of like going down to like basically like the climax point of it. It's like this character feels that what this other person doing is unjust, right? And you're frustrated because of how unjust it is that someone's doing this. And when she said that, it really clicked for me, because it's not that you're frustrated with this person, it's that you feel that the situation is unjust. And that's when the whole like moral code and the alignment chart popped in my head, because it's like your moral code can really have an emotional impact of your decisions when you find a certain action to defy that moral code. And I've never really looked at a character in that way outside of D&D. So yeah, most of the times I'm coming from like an emotional place or a relatable place, not really like a moral compass place. But coming from a moral compass place is pretty interesting, and I think I'm gonna play around with that. So cool. All right, I'm gonna keep workshopping on this, and then talk to you guys later. Peace. Yo. Yeah. I just did some takes, and I feel a lot better about it. It just feels weird not having anyone reading across from me, so getting the timing down for response is a little difficult. I think maybe if I memorize the other lines and try to like internalize a different character and say that, maybe it would be easier to rehearse. Just because like it's hard imagining the other lines with no one saying them, but it's also been tough like trying to memorize both sets but not saying both sets. Like, yeah. But I think I'm gonna try memorizing the other lines as well, but doing an internal reaction as if I'm a different character in my head. That's gonna be tough to play around with, to stay in the real zone, but I feel like that will give me an opportunity to not it'll give me an opportunity to not really have to rely on somebody else for rehearsal when it comes to sides. But I feel like the only tough thing that presents is that when it comes down to rehearsing with somebody, they might play the role completely different than how I imagine it in my head. So I need to make sure that there's like free reign for like how that character is portrayed in my head. Maybe I'll just like not even play it as a character in my head. I'll just have the lines there and say them in my head. But yeah, that's a tough thing to play around with. So, but yeah. Yeah, I just did some rehearsals for that. I'm gonna take a nap. And then I'm gonna work out. And then call it a night. Cool. Alright, y'all. Peace. Yo. What's good? Cool. Alright. Okay. So this would be day 45 of my workout, I believe. Yeah. So today we did back and abs. So this is a new set of workouts that I'm doing. So now, so this is 4 different supersets. So the first superset that we did was body weight good morning holds. So that's kind of like your hands up like this, and then you go like straight like that, hold it for 5 seconds, then you go back out. Yeah, something like that. So body weight good morning holds, and we did 20 reps of those, and then after that we did the heel taps, and we did 20 reps on each side. So yeah, that's it for that exercise. And then yeah, let's do a first angle body check, or this would be third angle body check. Yeah. Whew. Nope. Cool. So this is the third angle, or first angle. So, yeah. I need to make up yesterday's workout tomorrow, so, yeah. Cool. Looking pretty solid though. See if maybe going closer, maybe a better look. Further might give you a better look, I don't know. But we're feeling a lot better, which is good. This would be like the 3rd day of the 3rd week, or the 2nd one. So, cool. Alright, so, and then for the second superset was reverse snow angels. That's what they're called. So it's like you're on your stomach, you're kind of like in the T-raised position, but instead you bring your arms all the way back, but they have to be in the same level. You don't drop them to the ground, and then you just bring them back. Yeah, and after that we did plank, like leg raises, basically. Plank arm leg raises. So it's like you're in the plank position, right? And then you're going to go like that. You do opposite. That one was a tough one. Both of those were really tough. So for those, we did, for the snow angels, we did 20 of those, and then we did 10 total of these alternating knee leg raises, or arm leg raises. So, cool. Alright, I'll take you to the second angle. I'll tell you. Oh, the workout. By the way, if the number that I write down is different than what I said, that's because I said the wrong number. So look at the number that's on the actual video when I edited it. So, cool. Alright, second angle. Cool. Alright. Now we're looking at the second angle. Cool. Alright. So, second angle. We got going on third superset. So for the third superset, what we did was, what's it called? I forgot the exact name of it. It had some weird long name of the scene. But it's basically like alternating Supermans, basically. So it's like you're in the Superman position, and you just opposite, like that. And we did 20 sets on each side, so 40 total. And then switched over to star crunches, and we did 15 reps on each side, so 30 total. And all of these supersets, we're doing 4 sets with 1 minute breaks in between each superset. So, cool. Alright, let's take you to the last angle. So, last angle. Yeah. Alright. So, for the 4th set, superset, what we did was we did 20 towel Superman towel rows. So we did 20 of those, holding for 2 seconds, 1 to 2 seconds. And then after that, we did 20 of the plank arm leg raises. So yeah. So that was the last one. We did 4 sets of that, and then we did 1 minute rest in between each set. Again. I would just like to say, for the good morning holds, bodyweight holds, those were 15 reps, not 20 reps. Cool. Alright, then finished up with the ab circuit. And for the ab circuit, we did 1 minute yoga boats, 30-second rest, 1 minute bench, bench reverse crunches, and then 30-second rest. And then we did 1 minute of ballistic sit-ups, and then 30-second rest, and we did a second set. So yeah, that's it. Alright, y'all. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna get myself together and then call it a night. Peace. Yeah, what's good, y'all? I'm just gonna sleep downstairs today. I don't know, I just feel like it. All my stuff's down here, so I just feel like sleeping downstairs today. Yeah, it's a comfy couch anyway, so might as well use it. Yeah, so today was a pretty good day. I got a bunch of personal stuff done in terms of dealing with like certain financial things. Yeah, got that stuff sorted out today. What else did I do? I did a little did I watch a video today? I think I did. I think I watched what's it, Monday? Oh yeah. Today, I watched the Q&A session with Walid and Chadwick, and that was super insightful. Very very like awesome to hear, and very grateful. And then I also have my D&D session today, for my other campaign. That was a ton of fun, and then I was able to work through the script, looking at it from a different perspective, thanks to some friends. So yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, so and then I did my workout, and yeah, so, and then I worked a little bit today too, which was good. Yeah, so overall a decent day. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. I have my audition class tomorrow, so I have to present the sides that I worked on for the past 2 days, I believe, since I got them on Sunday. Yeah, believe I got them on Sunday because when I was watching my videos, it seemed like I got them on Sunday. So yeah, so I had Sunday and yesterday to work on them, and then I have to present them tomorrow. So I'll workshop it a little bit more in the car tomorrow while I work. But yeah, that's about it. So cool. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Good night. Peace.